kind of mentally where you are right now, man? It feels like you've been in one long training camp since you came to the UFC and going through all this promotion and preparation and everything that comes along with it. So mentally, where do you stand right now?
Same I always do. I keep evolving. My whole life in this game has been a training camp. I don't really do training camps. I just kind of get better at fighting. So yeah, I mean, after the last fight, had like 2 weeks off, and I was like, I'm getting itchy knuckles, you know. So I just felt like fighting, and the belt's on the line. This makes sense. It's history, and I want to keep going. I'm an active champion.
No question. Talk about physically as well, man. I mean, we hear people say that they get better when they don't have training camps going on. They're not preparing for one opponent. I mean, do you feel like you've had a chance to evolve your game at all since you've been in the UFC, or do you feel like it's been difficult because you're constantly preparing for fights?
Put it this way: I've been preparing for this guy for 5 months. So not just one guy specifically, the next few guys as well. The next 3 guys are already in mind. So yeah, I mean, I'm ahead of the game. I started the game at level 2, I said, and they're still loading.
Talk about, going into this fight, you've been pointing out what an active champion you are. I think kind of needling Robert Whitaker a little bit. I mean,
no, neither. I'm jabbing him. Boom. Quick jabs.
100%.
How many fights have you had in 3 years?
Not many.
Exactly, if any. I've had 1 year with 5 fights. So, come on. Imagine when I'm champion, what I'm going to do in 3 years.
Do you feel like that hurts the division?
I think so. I mean, if you can't show up to work, that's what I said after the last one. I was like, come on, man, just let go of the belt. If I was in his situation, cool, take the belt, because I know I'm going to get it back. That's how confident I am. He's not that confident, so he felt like, oh, well, I'm going to cry about it, so I don't really care about him. It's not about him anyway. Right now, it's about Kelvin.
I heard you in an interview this morning say he's not your toughest fight.
Nope.
Who was?
Silva. For me, that wasn't about fighting Silva. That was about fighting the younger me. So when I was fighting him, beating him, to the younger me, he was the pinnacle of the sport. So when I beat him, that was like, shit, I'm the best in the world. I already knew it, but I had to prove it to myself. So now, everything else is easy.
So when you say that, is that more like a mental hurdle for you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was. So leading up to that fight, everything he was doing, and then in the fight as well, everything he was doing, when I finally, like the flying knee, I saw that coming from a mile away. When he called me to the fence, come here, I was like, I've seen this shit before. So for me, getting over that was like, yo, I'm the best out here.
Is there anything Kelvin does that you do find dangerous, that you do find, extremely high level?
He's got 3 good weapons standing up that I think he does really well, and that's all you need. You just need, I could use my jab to fuck him up if I want to. I was flexing my jab over there. You can see how fast it is. But yeah, it's all about me and how I move in this fight. It's not really about him. He can do what he wants to do, but I'm gonna make him do what I want him to do.
Now that you have some distance from the Anderson, do you feel like that one actually affects you mentally? Like, did it validate something in your head, or do you feel like you're almost like a different?
I evolved.
Going through that experience.
I evolved from that experience, definitely. But in the 3rd round, there's a point when I hit him just kind of glancingly and just didn't really hit him flush. And I went, stop doing that. Put it this way, if it was Kelvin, Robert, Romero, Weidman, anyone else, I would never say that to them. So for me, I still have to, I just feel like I wouldn't say that to anyone else. No one else in this world. I said, stop doing that. Like, why are you putting your hands down?
To Anderson.
Exactly. I was like, stop doing that. And I still went back at him, but no one else I'd ever say that to. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Israel. I said where you defeated Anderson Silva. So that means we're going to see the same kind of fight against Kelvin?
No, it'd be a different fight. Different body type, different skill set. It'd be a completely different fight.
What kind of vibes are you getting from Kelvin going into this fight? I mean, you saw in the first embedded, the first thing he said was, this has been really hard to get motivated for this fight after what I went through. I don't know if you saw that. It was the first thing he said on the first episode.
Sure.
And you guys also cross paths when you're checking in. Have you got any vibes from him this week?
Nothing. I don't have to do shit. Like, example, Brunson, I could smell the fear on him. Kelvin's not scared. He's dangerous. And that's what excites me about him. Like, I get to take out Mexicans are known for their warrior spirit. You go in Mexican, he's got Mexican style of MMA. So I'm looking to put him on the stake as well.
And if you win this, you'd be the 10th fighter in UFC history to win a belt with an undefeated record.
Ooh.
Does that bring, being undefeated?
I like the number 10. Yeah.
What does that mean to you? I mean, what does being an undefeated champion mean in the sport?
I like numbers games. So that's interesting. I'm going to keep that in my book. 10th fighter. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to keep that. That's cool.
Let's send you the other names.
Yeah.
Israel, obviously you're fighting for an interim belt, but is there a silver lining in that you'll be getting painfully points for your fight with Rob, which could be a massive fight maybe this summer? So it's kind of like a silver lining to get the interim before the actual championship?
like 2 belts, because I know with the new belt system you get like a ruby every time you defend it. So when I get the interim belt and then I get the unified belt, I get to rock 2 belts while everyone has 1. So that's what I care about. It looks good.
He said a couple times in the that he doesn't quite believe that you deserve to be here almost. Maybe not deserve, but that you haven't gone through the fire that he has. I mean, what is that? How does it hit you?
Nothing. So someone actually on Instagram kind of pointed out to me that everyone keeps saying, "Oh, I fought an old Anderson." Anderson's beat a lot of the guys he's beat when they were younger. You know, he fought Belfort when he was old, Jacare when he was old, Bisping when he was old, Marquardt when he was old, and the list goes on. So I don't know why people aren't like considering that. Like these guys that he's dropping, they just literally doing this and just getting hit. You know, Anderson's a different kind of beast. So that's why getting ready for him, I felt was harder physically and also a harder fight to deal with than Kelvin.
I know you talked a lot about the African show. That's something really cool. Now we have Mara who's on Cigano with Kelvin.
So D coming up.
Does it really feel like there's a new generation of actual movement now to go?
Yeah, and now I'm gonna go back home after this fight. I'm taking gold back to Africa. After all the gold was taken away from it, I'm gonna take some gold back to Africa, and I'm gonna let people know. And then when they see that you don't have to just play football or soccer, as you guys call it, you don't have to just play that to get somewhere, or basketball or whatever. Like, oh shit, we're actually good at this, and I'm the runt. I've said that for so long, and people think I'm joking, but I'm the runt. So by the time I'm done, within the next, I don't know how many years, by the time these African fighters start to develop and come into the game, I'm gonna step back and watch them take over.
What would that look like for someone like I am in Africa?
Black. Super black, and I'm proud of that.
But just like the environment.
Yeah. 100%. It'll be like, think Thriller in Manila or the Rumble of the Jungle, things like that. Like it can fill out anywhere. Fighting is worldwide. Dana said this consistently. Something like fighting's worldwide, and yeah, they'll never. I mean, you have to be there to experience it. I've experienced a little bit of that in China in a big stadium. But when I'm home, when I fight at home before I retire, that's history. I can't wait for that.
Next question.
That's one.